things over. Oh yeah, this is the board that was causing problems. Alright, so I got a donor board. Don't know who it is from, but we'll check to see if the voltage is shorting out. So on this one, we go from 5 volts to here. Other way around, I think it was. This was our problem child. Alright. Okay. This board is going to be our donor board. I'm just going to move this one over to there just to see what it does. Why is it not toning the way it did last time? It should not be toning the same way. Let's see here. Here to here. Alright, yeah, so we're just going to move this chip off, put it on this one, see if it shorts the same way. should be everybody. Except for that guy right there. Still don't want to come up. Alright. Guess we had to give him solder first. Actually, that might have got him, but that's okay. There we go. Alright. Now let's see if they're all moving. Yep, 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 yep. Maybe? Somebody's going to check the top and see if they're released. That one doesn't feel right either. Too far. That all feels good. Oh yeah, see there's one I was messing around with. There we go. Now let's see if that lets us pop them up now. Somebody on here is still holding. I think it's been right there. Yeah. It's a problem child. There it goes. Fell right out. Alright, so now we'll put that one off to the side. We'll take out the same chip on this one, which is I think is a baseball game of some sort. Which, no, we don't need that. We need DuckTales. Good. Again, it's not DuckTales, it's Rescue Rangers. Keep on forgetting which game I'm working on. I want it to be DuckTales. Alright. There we go. Oops, scratch the board a little bit.
Tom Pearl. Hey.
Hello.
You stream really well. I'll love to become your dedicated fan and support you. Mind adding me on Discord? David_840.
Yeah, I've got my Discord on my profile. So if you go underneath of it, it's one of the links in my profile. So we're changing out a ROM chip here. I don't know if I've got a bad bad board or a bad chip, so I'm just gonna put this back in here. Oh no, wrong side. Okay, I didn't count the pins. So the one I took out, the one that I was going to use as a donor board, actually are different pin sets. So that sucks. Should check that beforehand. Oh well. Throw that back in there. We'll just put this game back together. that one back together. I'm gonna go and look through my board donors again and see if I can find another one. Or I could just take off my one from my real game and move it over. I'd rather not do that. Let's see here. MC3B. Here then, that is just MC1 2B B2. That looks like it's another one that the chips are not enough on there. Yeah, we're missing some pins. How about you? Where did that? That's not the 3B. This one's got all kinds of crazy stuff going on it. Has the right chip on it. What do you do here? Let's see. Is this messed up? Yeah, he broke some traces on this one. Alright, so I'm gonna check to make sure this trace is not messed up. Oop. I really just need to put it on a board. Wrong board. This board would work, but I don't have the right. Wait. NB. I thought I had another one with NB on it. What's this one? JO. Alright, we'll just go ahead and check this like so. Okay. Oh. so I took out the wire that was on here. We need a capacitor, I think, in that position. Maybe. I think there's a capacitor here. No. That's just an open. So we have the one capacitor that's over on this side. Oh well, I'm going to just take the chip off. I'll put it on this one and see if I get a short. If not, then I'll move the other chip over to here. We'll see if we get a game that boots up. Boop. Now we can see shiny again.
Tiki Party. Haha, what is the spot nonsense?
I don't know. I'm like, yeah, you go right ahead. I'll add you right away. I just did the links in the description. If in case it was a real person just creeping. So I'm moving the DuckTales Rescue Rangers chip, and we'll see if it shows a short when I put it on this board. Because somebody is saying that it sounds like it's a board issue, but I'm like, it doesn't make sense.
Tiki Party. You're moving the chip from the chip game.
Yep, I'm moving the chip from DuckTales to whatever NB is. Let's look up that real fast. I don't know what game that is, but I'm just moving it over to this board to see if it shorts out on the board like it does the other one. So, like, or I could put this chip on the Rescue Rangers board. So we have the character chip and we have the program chip. So I think this is the character chip that we're working on. Yeah, it's the character chip. There's something still holding on this one pretty good. Thought maybe I'd just pop it right off, but it's not moving. That one is having technical difficulties. Alright, let's see now. Put in my desoldering iron before I burn myself. That's going to make me put solder back on it. Because it's solder on the other side of the board. So it needs some extra solder on there to grab onto. I've got other more important work to do, but this is still on my bench. And I've already got it here. So I want to finish it. I've got to start jumping from project to project and actually finish it. Finish one at a time here. Alright, let's see if that pops it out now. There we go. Chips out. Board looks okay. Alright, I'm just going to put this chip and this board and see if I got the same.
Tiki Party. Finishing smaller stuff is good to give a sense of accomplishment so you finish others.
Yeah. I've got 5 Xboxes tore apart around me right now. Okay, the pin's just bent a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, so I'm just going to basically solder on the ones that was causing the... Well, I'll go ahead and just solder them all on. We'll see if we get the same short problem. If we don't, I'm going to see what happens when you boot up a Nintendo game with the different character program with the actual game. I don't know what it would do. Probably won't know what to do. Okay. Now, see if I'm still shorted across the resistors. If we are, then we know it's not the chip. Ah, poop. It's the chip. We're not shorted. So that means that program chipping, the character chip is just dead. I don't think I can reprogram these. They're read only. Yeah, we're not shorting. All right, now let's just see what happens when we put this game in the Nintendo with the wrong character chip in it. That'd be fun. If it boots up at all. Okay.
Tiki Party. So beep means the chip has shorting?
A long solid beep going beep. If it's just a quick deet, a little quick chirp, that one is just showing that it's it's seeing voltage through it. So let me first turn on the Nintendo here, and so I can find out which one it's plugged into. I'm not searching all over. Okay. Here we go. All right. I don't know what this is gonna do. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my console. It shouldn't. They're still programmed the same. Alright. So, that's what happens when you use a sports game. It's referencing the wrong stuff. That's hilarious. The fact that it's almost playable is pretty funny.
Tiki Party. Funny enough, you can still tell apart the game.
Right? Okay, now we gotta see what character... That's the pulse screen. Oh, that's the select screen. Alright, that's what NB is. I had to reboot my computer. Hey, look at that, we're still here. This is what that's the Mask ROM information.
Tiki Party. This is what cartridge tilting looks like.
Right? What is NES NB? That doesn't help. Okay. NES NB-USA. That is Pro Action Football. So that's what the EEPROM for Pro Action Football looks like inside. Well, that sucks. And I don't think there's anything I can do about that. That should be a ground chip, so you would think that I could just leave it unplugged. If it's just that one ground that's shorting out.
Tiki Party. Chip is made of football assets now.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. That just sucks. I just don't know why it does that. It's got to be another one of the chips, or the other one of the legs that's causing it. Well, let's go ahead and take this chip back off. And I'm going to see if I can find any of the other ones causing issues. Because it may not actually be that ground. It may be another leg that's shorting out. But it looks like it's that one. Come on. Here we go. maybe not. You can do that thing. Who's still holding? Oh, there's a couple with still solder on them. There we go. My above camera is still not working, so we can't show a large view. Come on. There we go. Okay. Let's just compare these guys side by side. Where are they? Here they are. I found them. Okay. Alright, make sure we got. So that one. Yep. They're the right direction. Alright, so we go from here, and I think we had ground on the 5-volt line. Nope. Okay. It's already reading way off. So, when I check the good chip, I'm getting 1.7 volts right going through the chip. On here, on the first pin, I'm reading 6.6. Yeah, so it's just shot internally somewhere. So right here, this one I'm reading 0.186, and then here we're reading a short. Alright, so what are you? What's our pin? Alright, so we have, yeah, they're right next to each other. Alright, let's go back to the NES information sheet. Web browsing. Alright. Where is it? Matchcom information. Oh yeah, right there. 5 and 5.
Tiki Party. So it should read something like 1.86 instead of having the whole input voltage.
Yeah, and we see right here. It looks like we're looking at. I think it's this one. Where's our EPROMs at? Because at first I thought it was pin 23 or 22 that was bad. No, maybe it's 20. Okay, it's this one right here. This is the one we're looking at. And so we're right there. The 5 volt is shorty to the ground. So right there it shows that it's bad. There's nothing I can do about that. I'll zoom that in a little bit more so we can kind of see it. So yeah, that chip is bad. And I don't know what we can do to program it. So it shows if we have a 227C010. Okay, let me see what's in this here. I've got a board. I got a bunch of boards that somebody was doing experiments on, trying to program different games on, and these were some of that had issues. Let's see here. Here we go. So this one is one that he's programmed on. And that's the AM227. So that's how he had to wire it up so it worked correctly. You're basically moving the voltage to the right places. Now, let's see. Yeah, I'm assuming that's right. It's 5 volts. Okay. Now let's see if the programmer I have can do this chip. Let's see. For games that use, we're just talking about standard pin out for extremely rare prototype boards. I don't think it's worth fixing. I have a Punch-Out game that's also messed up. But I'm kind of curious to see what this game was supposed to be. Let's put it inside the Rescue Rangers game and see what it comes up as. If it comes up at all. Okay. Here's mystery cartridge that was programmed on here. See what if it comes up as anything. Comes up as a gray screen. Alright, well, we'll never know. The world may never know. I don't know if there's any other. I think I marked all the rest of the games that worked. Like, what's this one? BK? Baseball Kings? I don't know. But yeah, unfortunately that sucks. That DuckTales is dead. Or Chippendales is dead. Unless I can find another Chippendales game that's having the same issue. I'm just putting the cartridge over here, and we'll just save the board for a later day. Actually, you know what? I've got some EPROMs in here that I don't know what they'll do. Where are they? Maybe I put them up here. There they are. Let's see which ones these are. There's BK again. Oh shoot, what is BK then? We got like... Grab that BK game. NES BK. Alright, here we go.
Tiki Party. Donkey Kong.
Bonky Kong. Oh, Beach Kings. I bet it's Beach Kings. I'm trying to think of other games that start with B and K. Alright. The TC Beach Kings. Oh, it didn't read the game at all. Maybe. Maybe this one doesn't work at all. Come on. Alright, so, oh, NBA, Techno NBA basketball. But that also has the wrong EEPROM. Or it's just dirty. That also looks funky. Let's see. Come on.
Tiki Party. At least you can see the NBA logo.
Yeah. So yeah, that one is NBA. Alright. We'll go back here to the camera. And I've got... So I know that these two down here are the program ROM and the other ROM for what is it? This is for why can't I think of the name of the game? Fire Emblem. My brain was just not working. For Fire Emblem. But we don't have a relatively same game. Yeah, so like I could technically put it on here, but Fire Emblem uses a different chipset, I think. Yeah, so that would work on there. What else do we have in here? Oh, this is the Sega chips, I think. Sega! I think that's both EEPROMs. One is the EEPROM and one's a... I think these two are the BIOS chips for the Sega CD. What's this one here? NUS, NW, I don't even know. Those are for the other Fire Emblem games. So I've got two Fire Emblem games that would that has the US like the USA chip set on it now, or like the what am I brain fart translation chips on it. But if I wanted to have the original games back in it, I have the original games here. But I was running to see if I could put the original games on a US cartridge, but I don't think I can. I think they're two different. Let me go grab the program ones I've got so you can see what they look like. There they are. All right. So here's the ones I've got that has the translations in them, but they don't seem to work as well. I was thinking about putting the original ones back in. Let's see. It would be nice to have a... Come on. Maybe they're not working at all now. I might just put the original ones back in. I just don't know the way they're programmed. Will it mess it up? Yes, it's not even booting up. Oh, here we go. So the save's still holding. That's nice. No, guess not. One of them was giving me glitches when I was playing.
Tiki Party. Dino Dance.
Alright, let's get into battle and see if that's where I was having issues. Maybe it was the other game. This is the... Is this the sequel? Yeah, this is the sequel. We're not going to read all that. We're going to do it right down here. Okay, how am I supposed to move on? I thought it gave me... I've already forgot how it works. Somebody should be able to move. To get item and end.
Tiki Party. Maybe end turn and have AI move.
Yeah. See, I was trying to stop him from destroying that house, that town. I couldn't move at all. Just run in the water like that. You guys can't swim. Maybe it's... Maybe I click on it first? Okay. Alright, so I had to click on it first.
Tiki Party. Don't worry, for the NPC in that town, it's probably the most interesting thing that happened all year.
Oh shit, he dead now. Shouldn't attack me. Shouldn't hit me, bro. Alright. What is our information on... Okay, I think this would tell me the most information. Board number, box manual. I wanted to have, I wanted to know the board information. Fire Emblem. Fire and Ice. Oh, it doesn't talk about Japanese games. Alright, then let's check. HVC-21. NES. Or, I guess this would be, Famicom. There. There's it. Jesus. Okay. 25 bucks. Unless I want a manual. Huh. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. No, I don't want the javelin. I don't think I need anything, but thanks for asking. Yeah, I got a bow gun. Yeah, I can't do anything now with that town. They just did. Alright. Let's clean the other one here. And see if we can get it to working. I don't know if I have any... That's out of alcohol. Blame it on the out. I'll use my spit then. Could work from blowing on them. There we go. I'm wondering... I'm trying to see the board. Maybe I look for Fire Emblem PCB. Famicom PCB. That might do it. Okay. So that's what it is. It's an MCC4 games.
Didn't know this franchise already had NES games.
Yeah, this is where it started out, and just in Japan. We never got them in America. I think both of my batteries are dead. Look at that, we start on the same board. What's the difference? There's no way they're the same game. It should be two different games. One should be Gaiden and one should have been the Fire Emblem. Alright. This looks the same. Now I really want to know. Okay. Okay, now I'm just putting my my flash card. It's like, why do these look identical? Do they have the same first starting stage? Don't know. Alright, we'll go to translations. English translations. Alright. So Fire Emblem Gaiden. There are the two. Here's the two. So one of these has got to be different. Alright, so this is the one we just put in. This is a different translation. Prince Mars. Alright. So that does look like the one we just put in. Yeah, this translation. Let's see. Alright, anywho's. I mean, now we can see if there's probably, I don't know why I haven't done that yet. So, let's see. Switch. Fire, Switch, NES, Fire Emblem, ROM. All right. I just will see if they're the same again. So look, they are different. This is what Gaiden should be starting up as. Whenever the guy did the translations for me, he put the same game in both of them. Well then, that's interesting. Let's see if this is the translation I have. both started out the same way like that. Come on, go faster. So the NES, for Mario's 35th anniversary, they did a...
Tiki
There we
Park.
go. That's the better one.
What was that color flash just there?
Oh, I hit a button combination like that. That turns on and off the Game Genie on the ABS. So that's me turning on and off the Game Genie codes. Oh, okay. Alright, so I gotta get going. I didn't realize how late it was. So I might actually take apart these ROMs and take a look at them. So, Fire Emblem Gaiden. Which one is that? Alright, so that is this one. That's what this one should be. Fire Emblem Gaiden. I'm gonna put it back in because I think I picked a new game that was already on there. Maybe it's the same game, but with just slightly different. Come on. No, that one I did pick a new game on, didn't I? Yeah, we'll take that apart and put a new ROM in it. We'll put the original ROM back in it. At least. So I gotta take these apart. These are a pain in the butt to take apart. But it's 11 o'clock. I gotta get going. That's when my wife's gotta go off to work. So I gotta go back upstairs and take care of the chillins. So I will talk with you later. Thanks for coming by. And you have a good day.